So in part one, I showed you where I was placing all the items in the electrical area, in the fuse board area. So in this one, you will see that most of it's all finished. Little explanation of where everything is, how it all works, what does what. So this is virtually all finished now on the electrics. So main incoming is going to be down here. This is the 230 volt incoming from the mains hookup. Comes into here, goes down underneath, round the back and into here. So this is live and neutral. That then obviously supplies the buzz bar. I've got two goes through the RCD. I've got two 16 amp breakers. I'm going to change one of these down to a 6 amp. 6 amp will then do this socket, which in turn will supply the battery charger off that plug. The other 16 amp will go in here, and it will be the 3 230 volt 13 amp sockets. This side, that only stays in place when the actual cover's on. So this side is this cable. This cable will plug into the inverter, which will run off the batteries. Now I've got to build the battery box yet, but then so the power comes in here, down into there. So generator off, mains on. So when I'm on the inverter, I have this down. When I'm on the 1230 volt, when I'm on the 230 volt input, I have it up. Mains off, generator on, generator off, mains on. So in this position, the power will be coming through these two, down through into there. When it's down, the power's coming in here, again going down and coming through here. So as I say, one does this socket here, the other socket does the van sockets in the van. Okay, so 12 volt fuse board. It's virtually all wired up now. I've got to test out certain circuits to find out what they all do, because I can't remember again. So the power for that basically comes off the battery up to here through this comes in here through the isolator, turn the isolator on. That then powers this up. The neutral is supplied down here, and then down this cable which connects in to the neutral side of the battery. So that's a 12 volt. This one is a 35mm that goes through there, and it's grounded to here, if you can see that very well. Okay, this one, I'll turn it off. This one is the 12 volt van battery that comes in here, and then it goes out of there up into the ring DC to DC that's still not connected. That isolator there is the isolator from the solar panels. It's all isolated at the moment. That wire, you see the white one with the brown and blue cable on it, that's going to be my light, which is here, and I've got one on the other side. So I'm going to have two lights, two USB charger outputs. This is where the bed's going to go. Oh, I've just dropped all my fuses. Yeah, so this is the bed. I'm going to obviously I've just got a piece of scrap timber that I've reused basically. So that is sort of the battery, the 12 volt and the 230 volt layout. The next job I'm going to do is I'm going to make a battery cover to go over the batteries and fit the inverter to the top of the cover, so that it will then basically fit over that and screw into place. And yeah, and as among all the other little jobs. So these two are basically, I've got the wrong size clips for that, so I'm going to basically grind this down, fit it in there and fit it on there like that. Just needs to be ground down just a little bit, so basically make it into like a little spade connector. Hope that explanation is okay, guys. So here's a fuse board with the cover back on. I've got to change the names on there, but you know. And I've put a plug on the end of that cable there, this one. So that plug will go into the inverter, and it will supply that board from the batteries. Sort of place the batteries where I'm going to fit them. So yeah, all good. Hope that explanation is makes sense. If there's any questions that you've got about any of this, just drop me a comment below. I try and answer all the comments. It might not be right away, but I will get round to it. If you're new, please subscribe. It does really help me out. You know, I'm trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers. I'm miles and miles away at the moment, but I'll keep making these videos for you guys, and just keep giving me the thumbs up. So far it's been really positive. I'm really pleased. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, so as I say, the next one is possibly going to be the battery box and the inverter. So that'd be pretty simple to do, I would imagine. Do a little video on that. I've actually bought 2 captain seats. They're identical seats, but the actual covering is different. So I'm most probably going to get those re-upholstered. What else am I going to do? I've got to make the bed frames. Once I've got the bed frames in, I can then move on to doing the shower cubicle, because that will give me where the shower cubicle is going to start, next to the bed. Kitchen, it's got to be done as well, and then the overhead lockers have got to be put in. So it's still loads and loads to do. I haven't even thought yet of doing hot water and heating. I've got a water tank that's going to go in underneath the bed. I'm going to have it inside, so if we do go away in the winter, or eventually do like a winter trip away and it's really cold outside, at least the internal water won't freeze. That was a question on Gadget John's channel about whether or not he'd have water inside or outside, and he said he'd have it inside. Got to get a water pump, shower, mixer taps, some sort of hot water. I'm most probably going to save up and get a troomer. I'm going to get most probably a gasset underslung tank to go underneath. Got to get a cooker. Got loads to get. So this build video is going to go on and on and on. But as I say, thanks ever so much, guys. I really do appreciate all the comments I'm getting. Lots of questions on where I get parts and bits and pieces, so you know, I add it all in. I use a company for the electrical connections called Furno Riddle. I'll try and get a link put in the description for that. I use a company called TLC, they're nationwide all over the UK for all my Unistrut parts. Screwfix, B&Q, tool station, for all the other bits and pieces, you know, screws and things. So yeah, just keep subscribing, keep liking the videos. It really does help me out. As I say, I really do appreciate it. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you on the next build. Okay, thanks very much. Okay, this is a little short clip for Stu. He wanted to see what the outside of the roof bars look like. As you can see, both 20mm by 40s have got end caps. And it basically looks the same at both sides. I've got to get the plastic protector off the corner of that solar panel, but apart from that, yeah, I'm really happy with it.